Alright everyone, so here it is, the lightest and cheapest action camera out there. This is called the Hawkeye Firefly Micro HD camera. So this is an action camera, and here it is in comparison with the GoPro Hero. Obviously a whole lot more going on with that GoPro Hero, but this is available right now. I'll leave a link down below for only 25 bucks. So the purpose, or the question is, not the purpose, but the question is, what in the world would you use this thing for? So it's used for all kinds of different things, but mainly what people use these for are for racing drones. So I don't actually have a racing drone. I did test it out with my Force One F100 Ghost drone, so I connected it up to the bottom of that. Also just put it up on this mount because it does come with this mount and also these GoPro Hero style mounts as well. So I used it in both scenarios, and we'll test out some of the footage, but this thing is super light, which is why it's so popular on racing drones. So it's only 14 grams, and then you add in this mount, and you're going to add a little bit of extra weight, but super light. Basically you won't even notice it. Your racing drone won't even notice it, and that's really why I got it, because I am starting to get into that. I do have one on the way, so we'll be testing it out with that as well, but for now I've only tested it out with a Force One, so you'll see the footage. It shoots in both 1080p and 720p, and both at 30 frames per second, and I'll give you some sample videos at the end. So this is the instruction book it comes with. Like I mentioned, it does come with some GoPro Hero style mounts, and this one right here is actually going to clip into the bottom of this mount, and the camera itself just slides into the mount. And there is a micro SD card slot here because there is no onboard storage, and there is this kind of like proprietary input here, and that is for charging it up. And so you're gonna have to use this cable that it comes with. It'll probably be the only one you'll ever use, because on this end it has a USB, and on the other end it has a video, and then also this charging cable as well. So that's how you're gonna charge it. It only has a 200 milliamp hour battery, which is basically all you need, because that lasts about 50 minutes on the camera. So obviously not a whole lot of footage you're going to get out of that, only 50 minutes, but you know, hopefully you don't need much more than that, especially if you're using it for a racing drone. But for the most part, action cameras you're not going to use for a significant amount of time. So this is the box it comes in. Pretty simplistic. Like I mentioned, it's only $25, and for the most part people are using these on racing drones. So a couple of things worth mentioning here. There's really only two buttons, so you can see those here. There is a power button. Let's see if we can get that into focus here. So we have a power button and a menu button, so I'm going to go ahead and power it on, and there is a little LED right here, so see that right there. So right now it looks like it's blue. So it's either going to be blue or green. So if it's blue, that's in 720p. If it's green, then that is in 1080p. And so, like I mentioned, I'll show you a couple of samples of those as well. So there's the SD card slot. One little negative that I'll mention right off the bat is the fact that there really is no clicking when you put the SD card in there. So it's a micro SD card, of course. So it just kind of sits in there. But the nice thing is that when you put it into the mount, it actually prevents this little piece right here prevents it from sliding out if you're using it with a drone or anything else really for that matter. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the footage from this little tiny action camera, and let me know what you think down in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.